Trustee of the Ramakrishna Vivekananda International Foundation, kindly giving his address as well as reading the messages from the various dignitaries. Thank you very much, Honorable Swamiji. Before we have a special movie on Swami Vivekananda, we'd like to present floral bouquets and mementos to our distinguished dignitaries on the stage. A floral bouquet goes to our Honorable Chief Guest, Honorable Srimati Ambika Soniji, Honorable Union Minister for Information and Broadcasting, and we present her with a floral bouquet and a memento. Very warm welcome to you, ma'am. A memento goes to Honorable Mr. Oscar Fernandez, Honorable Member of Parliament of the Rajya Sabha and Chairman of the Parliamentary Standing Committee on HRT. Very warm welcome to you, sir. A memento goes to His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of Chhattisgarh, Honorable Shekhar Duttji. Very warm welcome to you, Your Excellency. And a floral bouquet and a memento goes to the very charismatic, dynamic Miss Vidya Balan, and I don't think she needs any introduction. Very warm welcome to you. A floral bouquet and a memento goes to Dr. Vijay Kumar Saraswat, Secretary Defense R&D. Very warm welcome to you, sir. A memento goes to Honorable Mr. N. Vittal, former Central Vigilance Commissioner. A memento goes to Ustad Amjad Ali Khan. Very warm welcome to you, sir. And a memento goes to Professor R.C. Sopti, Vice Chancellor of Punjab University. Very warm welcome to you, sir. We will now screen a special movie on Swami Vivekananda Ji, a tribute to the patriotic saint of India, composed and directed by Swami Dr. Parthasati, Chairman cum Managing Trustee, Ramakrishna Vivekananda International Foundation.
A tribute to the patriotic saint of India. Date 12th January. Declared National Youth Day by the Indian government in 1985. Why 12th January and why not any other day? 12th January is the birthday of a man who left the mortal frame more than 100 years ago. He was just 39 when he left. Who was this man? After going through his works, the love that I had for my country became 1,000-fold. I ask you, young men, not to go away empty-handed without imbibing something of the spirit of the place where Swami Vivekananda lived and died. My homage and respect to the very revered memory of Swami Vivekananda. After having gone through his works, the love that I had for my country had become 1,000-fold. He died very young in 1902. But since his death, his influence has been even greater. I can tell you that many of my generation were very powerfully influenced by him. He was one of the great founders of national modern movement of India, and a single word which echoed and reaches in all his speeches was Abhay, that is, fearlessness. I have the special privilege of being introduced to the writings and life of Swami Vivekananda and the Ramakrishna Mission. That was when I was very small. In fact, both my parents and especially my mother had very close connections with the mission. And I can truly say that the words of Swami Vivekananda inspired the whole of my family in our political work as well as in our daily lives. In 1892, an unknown monk, a disciple of Ramakrishna Paramahans, sat in through at Kanyakumari. he had travelled all over India for 4 years. His heart bled over poverty and misery of the masses. In his own words, he could not restrain his tears on seeing what he had seen. He hit upon a plan to spread the message of India to the world, raise the suffering millions of his country to their past glory. On 11 September 1893, at the World Parliament of Religion, Chicago, this monk from a slave country stood to address the world. When he opened his lecture with the words, "Sisters and brothers of America," 7,000 people rose to their feet, and there was a deafening applaud. When he pronounced the idea, "We believe not only in universal tolerance, but we accept all religion as true," the vision for the next century was laid. He became an instant rage. Boston Evening Post. He is a favorite at the Parliament. If he merely crosses the platform, he is a plotter. After hearing him, we feel how foolish is it to send missionaries to this learned nation. Yes, he was a missionary, but he never converts a single individual. No surprise, a Jewish intellectual on hearing him remarked, "After hearing him, I realized that my religion was also true." Vivekananda's words and presence brought Asia to the West decisively. After lecturing for years in the USA and UK, Vivekananda returned to India. He had to arise and awake a nation which felt like a slave under the shadows of the British and the West. He told his people, "I discard the idea that India was ever passive. The great proof of this activity is that our most ancient and magnanimous race still alive. Her might no one can overcome. Thoughts are externals who are broken down. The spirit of a country, that is there and everlastingly real." That was the message which we gathered from his speeches and writings when I was a young student. S. Radhakrishnan, second President of Independent National Leader, Srimati Indira Gandhi, as cherished by instituting the Swami Vivekananda National Award. In her own words, Srimati Indira Gandhi's, "Today it was my immense pleasure to declare 12th of January, the birthday of the great son of Mother India, Swami Vivekananda, as the National Youth Day. But I also strongly feel the urge to constitute a national award in the name of Swami Vivekananda, which I was aspiring to institute for a long time. But it's very difficult to materialize many of our ideas and thoughts and dreams through government. It's very difficult to materialize many of our ideas, thoughts and dreams through government machinery. As it's a simple example in my own life, as I thought of doing a little effort to work for the vision of Swami Vivekananda. But when system doesn't cooperate us, we feel helpless. I wish I could initiate it on my own contribution through a non-political and non-governmental forum with my personal contribution. Rather, this way it will be more firm and sustainable, where people's involvement, people's initiative shall be of mass foundation. And I have the firm conviction that institution of this national award in the name of the great Swami Vivekananda will be of the most meaningful to recognize and value the contribution towards the nation building by the great people in different spheres of human development and service to the mankind, which Swami Vivekananda had envisioned in 100 years before. Let us all work hard, my brethren. This is no time for sleep. On our work depends the coming of the India of the future. She's there, ready, waiting. She is only sleeping. Arise and awake, and see her seated here on her throne.